Hi, community. How are you? This is Spirit Guide. How is everyone doing? How are you enjoying your 24 hours? I am currently in my 24 hours and things are going very, very well. Um, I have gotten a lot done already. Um, and in getting a lot of things done, I also, sorry, I have to, my one woman camera crew here. So I have to also get things together with the video. Some part of this I'm gonna have to look at to see how to change like some of the fuzziness. That's why I stopped using this program at first. Because I just didn't like the fuzziness. I like the videos to be clear. So the other video, yeah, they were very clear. Saging, of course. Well, there we go, saging. Um, they were very clear, but the storage space ran out. And it's weird because I have a subscription, you know, um, I've got cloud storage, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I will figure that out, or I will ask my daughter to figure it out. She is in media, so she does a lot of work editing videos for professionals. She goes on like video shoots, professional video shoots, and does work that way. So it's difficult to get on her schedule, but I'll shoot her a text and ask her just to look and see if there's another platform out there I could use, because I don't know, I don't like this freezing thing all the time. But anyway, all right, so just goes to show you, you put the work in and nurture and love them, and they turn into business owners. Okay, all right, so it's a very good moment, very proud moment. All right, so let's start. All right, so I'm going to start by picking a card for you. And of course, Community Dog is right here, and Community Cat. They are both together. Um, this morning has been crazy because Community Cat, he is 15 years old, 1-5, and he's just he. It's kind of like a nursing home in here with him. He gets up at 3 a.m. and starts crying because he's hungry. I'm like, sir, there is nobody up, just you. you know, and Community Dog's in her bed looking like, mommy, why do I hear noise? I'm still sleepy. So, whatever. But, I was able to get up at a certain time and feed him. And as soon as I fed him, he stopped. So, that just lets you know. All right. So, how was everyone else's day? Please start. You can, of course, leave them in the comment section. Let us know how your day is. And if not, just know I am thinking of you. And I'm also putting nice blessings on the community so that everyone's day, everyone's 24 hours can be prosperous. Okay. May I please have a number to help guide our community? A number to guide the community. 4 again. We keep getting 4. Oh, I forget what 4 is. Hold on. I gotta take this password off this phone because it irritates me when I have to put it in every single time. Thank you, because it's true. Let me see what. Support and stability. Rooting down and taking care of yourself in your life. One way to do that is to take the message from the angel number and use it as a guide. 4 different areas of stability: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So when I hear physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, that's the chakras, right? So you have heart, intuition, root, and root. Then you have the solar plexus, right? So that sounds like your chakra, getting your chakra in line. Okay, hold on. So you remember the ones I said. I'm doing this without anything in front of me. So there we go. Root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Okay, there's 7 of them. but it's still the four mentioned would be physical, emotional, that kind of thing, and that goes with that category. Okay. All right, we're gonna start our chakra series in November. Okay, so that's the time I have set for the chakra series. Okay, it's gonna be a great, great series. So please tune in for that. Okay, you're gonna have some activities to do. I'm trying to make this an interactive channel. I'm not trying to have it where you just come in and hope and pray the message is for you, because as I mentioned a few times, and I like to mention it in each video because I know people are watching for the first time in each video. um I would like to mention that not all my messages are going to resonate for you. And it's kind of unfortunate, but it's what the gift is. It's my messages resonate for individuals who get the message and think this is their message. Okay. When I do like readings like I'm gonna do today, they're more general, and more people tend to gravitate to those videos because they're just so general, right? But they're also specific. It just depends on your life. Okay. But it's no different than if you went to an actual tarot reader or a spiritual advisor, right? I would be more in the realm of a spiritual advisor. I would put myself. If you went to a true tarot reader or a true spiritual advisor or a true psychic, or that's why there's so many different categories, because there's so many different gifts out there, right? There are mediums, there are medium apprentices, meaning these are people that are mediums but they're not full mediums yet because those gifts haven't developed. Everyone's gifts don't develop at the same time. Some people, as I've explained in my own gifts, when I was younger, numbers were my thing. I could see numbers, I could add things up, I played games with numbers. I was just fascinated with numbers and numbers with the universe, right? So everything with numbers was fascinating to me. As I got a little bit older, I started to be able to connect with the spiritual world. So I would have dreams, and people who I'd never met would come to me, explain situations, that sort of thing. It was kind of scary because I was very young when this happened. So I would, a lot of times, not go to bed on time. I would sit up on the floor because I learned, which I thought sitting on the floor kept the spirits away. So I would do it. I would sometimes, if I were at my grandmother's house, I would go sit on the first level because she had a huge, huge house. I would sit on the first level of the house, and I would sit um, next to a mirror, not in front of it, because a mirror is a portal, right? So I would sit next to a mirror. So this way I would just be safe from anything trying to get me. Okay. All right. So that's about it basically. Just letting you know what's going on. Again, everybody's gifts develop at different times. Some people's gifts develop more, other people's gifts develop later in life. Okay. um since my gifts have been here the whole time, they go backwards and forwards. Okay, so the gifts are basically like my gifts are basically focused on, at this point in my life, as I'm older, in this point in my life, I no, I have not hit 50 yet. I have not hit 48. I have not hit 60. But so yeah, so basically what's happened at this point in my life, um the gifts are coming in through a knowing. It's almost like I know what the answer is to a particular situation before it happens. So I don't know what that's called, but that's the one I have now. And other people, which is a little off putting at times with me, but other people can notice it. Other people, when they see me, they automatically identify me as being spiritual. And it's happened so many times where they'll come to me and ask me if I see anything for them. And it's before I got my YouTube channel. And I'm like, why did you just ask me that? You're my Uber driver, that kind of thing. But they do. So that part I'm still getting used to. I don't know if I'll ever get used to it, to be honest with you. I'm a very private person. But this is the gift that Divine has given me, has opened up for this part of my life. So just to explain, so if you see, my right hand is bigger, much bigger, as you see, right, than my left. My left hand is very slim. This is how my hands normally look. I'm currently in physical therapy because, as I mentioned before, I had setback, and that'll be a story time. I had a setback in a car accident. So I am currently in physical therapy, which can be painful. um, and unfortunately, what happens is the right side of my body, which is where the injury occurred, is kind of swollen. So it doesn't feel swollen, but when I look on camera, my arms are definitely two different sizes. Okay. So don't get alarmed or anything. I'm trying to keep my hands off camera mostly. But the right side is being treated. That's why it's a little swollen here. Okay. All right. But I'm healing and getting better. So that's the good point. Okay. So let's continue. All right. So let's get into some reading here. Thank you, Divine, so much for allowing me to move past all of the setbacks that I've had this year. And thank you so much for having my community a part of this journey and support the content that I'm putting out. Oh, yes, I forgot. If you like this video, please hit a thumbs up. It helps me figure out energetically the different things you like to do. And starting in November, it's going to be more of a schedule so everyone will know the favorite type of reading that I do when it comes out. So I'm trying to organize that right now. So the likes really help me. And of course, if you love my channel and you love my style, 10 minutes in chatting, you can hit subscribe, okay? And we will see you later. All right, and welcome new subby. Okay, so thank you so much, Divine, for all the positive energy that you've sent my way. And thank you for the opportunities that you have given me. Okay, so please, I'm trying to get a message for the community as they are in their 24 hours. Let's see. Oh, very nice. Wow. These cards sometimes, my goodness, look at that. Evolution, I welcome change. And look at the picture, it's her arm. I hope these cards aren't reading me. Don't do that. Okay, I welcome change. Good. So in the picture or in the illustration, again, beautiful illustrations, right? I'm seeing this is the lotus flower, right? The little pink one. It's the lotus flower. And it's being born amongst all the different foliage that's there. That's the one that's being born. Okay. With this card of evolution, I welcome change. I'm seeing there's a drastic change or a drastic movement in your life. There's a drastic movement in your life. It's a movement that is needed in your life. I don't know. It doesn't show me if it's positive or negative. I like to think it's positive, but I'm not getting that energy from this all. Let me explain about what I mean when I say I'm not getting this energy from this all. Everything is on a timeline, right? Everybody's life is on a timeline. We are all not on the same timeline, hence people's ages. That's how we as beings differentiate on the timeline who we need to link up with because they're going through the same thing that we're going through. That's what we think, but that's not really how it happens. It happens in a way where your experiences will coincide with someone else or will coincide with someone else at the same time, putting you on the same path, the same timeline. That's why they say people are in your life for a reason, season, and change. That's what they mean. Because when that person enters your life on the timeline, they're entering at the right moment, right? They're entering at the right moment. They're entering when you need them most or when they need you most. So, and it's unfortunate because we do think of, things that happen to people, murders or, unfortunate things that happen. But it's just a timeline, and what happens is at any point, and we're going to keep this positive, at any point, you have the power to change your timeline. So if someone comes across your path and this person is not someone that you would normally engage with, and you say, well, I'm going to give them a chance, and everyone around you is saying, no, don't give them a chance, that is part of your evolution, right? That's part of your change, because you're now deciding for yourself if you're going to give this person a chance, knowing that this person in your timeline can change your timeline for the better or not. It just depends. And the same thing with you to the person. You coming into their life can change their timeline. You've heard stories where people come into people's lives and they were going to law school, and all of a sudden this person came into their life and now they are a world renowned chef because that person woke up their inner desire to cook and to serve people, right? That decision of meeting that person and keeping them in your life has changed their whole trajectory, their timeline. It changed where they'll not be around law and orbiting in law, but now they're going to be a chef, world renowned chef making money. Okay? So you have to be careful with who you're accepting in your circle. And that's what I mean by this. And not saying be careful negatively. It's just be careful. Okay. And it did freeze. I saw that. But we're back. Just this card I'm getting the energy from this card. Make wise decisions. That's what I'm hearing. Make wise decisions. Not saying everything is negative. No. Just make wise decisions. Think about it. If we made decisions about people in our life, if we knew that the people in our life would cause such a change to who we are, do you think we would accept everyone into our lives? Think of it that way, right? If, former President Barack Obama, and I hate to say former because, if you're my friend watching, I always say president, but I'll be respectful to President Joe Biden. If former President Barack Obama knew that meeting Michelle Obama, and I don't know her maiden name, meeting Michelle Obama would be his lifelong partner, would he then have had other experiences with people? Would he have then applied to whatever college and law school that he applied to? I think they met in law school, right? Would he have gone to that party that she was at? You see what I'm saying? If you know already what the value is of the person that you're meeting, what's going to happen is your timeline shortens, because all you're doing is looking for that person. And every experience that we have is evolution. Every experience that we have, it prepares us for whatever the future holds. So think of it that way. So if you treat everybody like, one, any experience you have with them can change your life and their life. And two, at any point, any person in America, because I know people from other countries are watching me, but any person in America has the right and the power to call judgment on you, right? To do things legally to make sure that things are a problem for you. Think about how that would make us treat people very differently. That would make us treat every individual with respect. I mean, it does for me. That's how I approach people. I don't know if my next great relationship is in front of me in the store and just asking for something. I don't know, and I also don't know if the next person who has ill intentions is at the store shopping, right? So you have to, that's how I approach people. I approach people, of course, with respect, but I also approach them to see what it is they needed from me. So saying all of that, that would be evolution. Okay. It's how we change, how we move in order to further ourselves on our timeline, right? How we do that process. Okay. All right. Thank you for the card that volunteered itself. All right. That's a beautiful card though. And I love that it's the woman's hand showing. Because that's me. No, this is not my card. Right now, I'm not doing too much changing. I'm just trying to heal right now. Okay. Can I please have one more card? I want to do a 4-card spread, but I'll do as much comes out. Oh, wow. Okay, let's calm down. They'll just jumping out. And you know I love my Prism Oracle deck. I think it's so beautiful. I love them. Love them to death. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, one more card, please. Remember, it's 4 cards. This is not included in the 4. Remember, this card really should be up here, but with Divine Beloved, we leave it right there. All right. Look at the card I turned over. It was the last card. I put it first. Follow your intuition. Yep, absolutely. Let's put that up here. That's what we're talking about here. Your intuition. Follow your intuition. Don't second guess yourself, I'm hearing. Don't second guess yourself. I don't know what you're going through. Don't second guess yourself. I don't care if it seems silly, you know, and your decision is, should I go to the store or stay home? No. Don't second guess yourself, okay? Take that decision that's in your mind and your heart, go with it, okay? Evolution wants you, because there's some fear here. That's the problem. Remember, these cards are not upside down. There's some fear here. There's illumination. And there's isolation. Okay. Let me intuitively look at these. Okay. So when I see fear here, what I'm struggling with is doing this and having to stand alone. Like, to me, this feels like the spread, right? But the problem is that the human side of me doing it, just wanting the best, or is that the divine side of me, the divine message side of me doing it? And I don't think it is, so I put it back. Okay, just leave it what it is. So intuition, of course, came out, and that goes for the evolution. Follow your mind, follow your third eye, follow what your body is telling you. Listen to it, right? That's our message that divine has given us, the method, rather, divine has given us for being obedient and for also protecting ourselves, right? Following our intuition. Think how many times your intuition has told you something, you went the other way, and what happened from it, right? So we always want to follow our intuition. There's some fear here. But the fear, again, this fear card, you know, it's always, remember I told you, the fear is, there's a wall around the card fear, right? So there's a wall right here, right? Wall. And in the middle, so a wall means stop. You can't go any further. But look what's in the middle. There's a portal. You can go through it. You can go through it. Even though there's fear, you can walk right through it to the other side. The fear is coming from you don't know what's on the other side. But that's where the evolution comes in. That's where you're being asked to balance, is the bottom card. That's where you're being asked to focus more on intuition to guide you to things you don't know about, things that are new, things that you don't understand. Your intuition will tell you about it, okay? And when I say it's going to tell you about it, it's not going to tell you literally about it, but it's going to, like, if it's a new experience you're having, you know, in having that experience, if something goes wrong in that experience, meaning you wanted to go bowling with a friend and something keeps happening where you can't go bowling, you know, like your car breaks down right before you go bowling, or, you know, your neighbor decides that, you know, they're going to have some work done and block you in where you can't drive, that type of thing. Don't continue to push ahead, right? Welcome that change. That's a change for a reason. It may not be the time for you to go bowling with that friend, because you know what? The next time you go bowling, or the next time because you will bowl again, but maybe that day was not the day for it. But then think about if the next time you do go bowling, and when you go bowling, all of a sudden you meet the person of your dreams that day, and that person says, you know what, I'm only in town for this weekend and I just decided to go bowling because I was bored. Do you see why maybe you wouldn't have went going bowling previously would have been a problem? So follow your intuition very closely. I would say for the next month. This is what I'm getting from this reading. For some reason, saying follow your intuition very closely. Okay. So I'm just a messenger here. So something is being illuminated to you. There's some change being illuminated, an idea. There's some change being, or an idea being illuminated to you. And in it being illuminated to you, you are trying to get, well, sadness was upside down, but I would take up upside down. With this being illuminated to you, it's going to stop this fear, right? It's going to, the card order, it's going to stop it. Okay. I'm getting that you're afraid or you fear the future. That's what I'm getting. You're fearing the future. You don't know what the future holds. No one does. But you fear it to the point where you are, look at how beautiful this is. You fear change and the future to the part where you are in isolation, which is not good. You are not getting out the way you should. You are, hold on one second, I'm sorry. Community dog. Thank you. Thank you for stopping. Thank you. I'm sorry, everybody. She thinks chocolate's for her. I don't know why she keeps getting chocolate in her bed. Where's she getting it from? She might be getting it from, thinking the recyclable. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. I just had to stop her when I heard what she was eating. So the illumination is that you are fearing the future, so much so that you're in isolation. Come out of isolation. Isolation does nothing but stop your timeline. And just because it stops your timeline, it does not mean the timeline is going to pick up in the same exact place. It's not going to. It may seem like it's picking up in the same place because then you're like, I got to work today. You know, I stayed in the house all weekend and Monday morning I'm going to work. Yeah, Monday morning you go to work, but there were people that you should have been in line with to meet on Saturday and Sunday that could have helped you in your business. In the business that you're setting on the side or the business that you are paid to do. But because you were in isolation, you have missed them on your timeline. Will they come back again? Probably not. People on a timeline are only there for a specific purpose and reason. Sometimes they're there to teach us hard lessons, right? The more, I always say, like, the more hard-headed you are, the more people show up to teach you a lesson you should have learned a while ago. And the lessons and the people get harder and harder until you learn it. Okay. So I always say, learn it the first time. Okay. But you're in isolation. So therefore you're missing opportunities. Even though you're going to work on Monday, guess what? You missed opportunities because you were forcing yourself to be in isolation because you're afraid of the future. Okay. I get someone who is afraid of success, actually, not the future. Success and the future, same thing, right? You're being asked to reflect, right? Reflection. You're being asked to reflect on what you're missing, to reflect on your life, to reflect on how you interact with other people. And that's probably why I led this reading talking about how you interact with other people, because that's what the message is coming across here, right? The intuition. Okay. So of course we know that's my gift set. So it's kicking in hard, right? The ideation here goes with illumination. So whatever has been illuminated to you, also about like your fear, but whatever you've woken up to has to do with an idea. Right? There's an idea that you're thinking of now. I'm gonna say this and it's gonna sound weird, but the idea that you're thinking of can't happen because your fear is taking over. This can never be born. This can't be born. I don't see this as children. I see it as an idea. It literally is an idea. But I'm seeing that there's a setback. So really, like when I have the card over the other card, I should do it like that. Because it's not going to come to fruition as long as you keep your fear is keeping you in isolation. Right? So you really have to move forward, maybe journal a few times. You have to move forward on your timeline. You're not moving forward in your timeline. You're moving forward in the practical timeline. Oh, I'm going to work. I come home. I'm going to sleep. That's your practical timeline. But there's a whole other timeline out there. There's a whole other world out there. There's a world of beautiful experiences and people, right? That you're not going to get to because you're holding yourself back. You don't want to see the future. You're afraid of it. Guess what? The future's going to be here whether you like it or not, right? Okay. And at the end, we have some sadness here, right? I would say journal. Because remember, sadness came out this way, which would be happiness. But these cards don't do the upside down. So it's just sadness, okay? I would say with the sadness, that comes with the isolation. You may think you're happy, but we are humans and we come in pairs. And we're supposed to exist in pairs. So once you get out of isolation, once you start to welcome all different kinds of change in people, circumstances, situations, kind of go with the flow is what I'm getting. Just go with the flow. That's it. Just go with the flow. Let me get a little moonology on it, because this one I don't feel is the card deck for it. On the bottom it says hold your vision, right, for your creation. And congratulations, you do have an idea coming to you. You do have an idea coming to you. But that's when you need to go out and meet more people, because the people that you're going to meet are going to help you with this idea. That's why you have to meet them. They're going to help you. Don't, of course, tell everybody your ideas all at once. Protect your idea first. You know, go on to like uspto.com and do whatever basic protection to your idea, because this is a physical idea that's coming up. Sorry, everybody. We're just going to pick up. But go on to uspto.com, I'm hearing, or .gov. I don't know which one it is. Go on and protect your idea first, because you're going to talk about it to a lot of people. That's how you're going to meet these people that are going to help you. But right now, I'm getting this is not the time to talk about it, because first you got to conquer this fear of the future, and you must rely more on your intuition. This has got to get taken care of, right? Before this is able to be this. Okay. So yeah, let's focus on that too. So that's why I'm getting a little moonology to give us more direction. Okay. The larger ones, of course, are just like the confirmation. They're all confirmation energies, but this is more like, go for it, like a pep talk. You know, we don't need really a pep talk. We need some convincing a little bit, I feel. So let's go for it. Can I please have a card from Moonology? Please have a card from Moonology. If there's a card, you can volunteer yourself, or I can pull whatever I'm drawn to pull. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to take both cards. I only take the top one normally. Or if I take both cards, it's because I feel I need both cards. I don't feel I need both cards. Look at that. That was the one on top. Expect power for change. There we go. And what was it? Welcome change. Intuition, intuition. Can't make it up. Can't make that up. Look at that. Divine came through. So there's a change that's on the rise for you. You're going to change. There's something, like, we can't fight this. You know what I'm saying? It can't be for bottom of the deck is mystery. This is not, we don't want to fight change ever, because then, you fight change and it still comes to you later. It just pulls your timeline more and more, okay? All right, so congratulations on the new idea. Don't forget, go to uspto.gov or com. Take the minimal steps that they tell you. I mean, yeah, you might want to pay some money. It depends on what your idea is. I'm seeing that your idea is something that's like mechanical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something mechanical. It's something that I'm just seeing mechanics, like people working on cars, and I'm seeing like something silver, and it has like 4 different openings. I don't know what that is. I'm not a mechanic. I do like cars, just the make and model of them. But I'm not into the actual anatomy of a car. But that's what I'm seeing. So whatever it is, it's going to help us currently the way the world is going. I don't know if it's maybe a gas converter, you know, where it can convert gas into some other means of power, maybe gas to electric. I don't know. I mean, they have that anyway. But whatever you're inventing, I'm seeing it's something that's going to help us now. And I do hear some kind of converter. So I don't know what that is. But congratulations, because I need to save money. All right. So yeah, basically everything is here. It's telling you go, go, go. Intuition on deck. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, and thank you for being around for this long video. We will be at 35 minutes when I edit both of them together. I apologize for the pausing and the interruption and the freezing. I really need to. I'm gonna text my daughter now and tell her that I need something because I can't keep. It sometimes it makes me not want to put a video out because I don't like when it does that. Because my number one thing is I film without editing. I don't like editing. I like to give you the message as you would receive it if you came in to see me. Okay. All right. So thank you so much. Congratulations. And I'll let you look at your spread for a minute. All right. Thank you so much and enjoy your 24 hours. Bye bye.